This podcast is intended for adults 18 years and older. It contains explicit language and sexual situations. All thoughts and opinions expressed are of our own and not of those of any specific group, employer, or individual, and is not intended to take as professional advice.
Welcome to the Foreplay Podcast. Join the journey, experiences, and sexual adventures of two high school sweethearts navigating through the swinging lifestyle as millennials. Come along for the ride. Dare to play?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Foreplay Podcast. This is Bella.
This is Jase.
Today's episode is a Swingers 2025 Wrapped of sorts. We're going to be talking about and reminiscing a little bit over all of the different trips that we've taken this year, lifestyle trips that we've taken this year, not all of the normal trips, and some experiences that were new for us. And we thought how do we make this like a wrapped kind of thing? And we did a tier list last year, so we kind of put the two together. And so we're calling it a 2025 Swingers Wrapped, but it's really like a tier list and us just reminiscing over all of the things.
And in 2026, we're going on basically all these same trips plus a couple more. So if you guys want to help support the channel and help us be able to continue to make content like this, and you're going on any of these trips in 2026, we'd love to have you as part of our group. You can go to foreplay.com/travel to get more information. It does not cost any extra to you, but like I said, just helps continue to support us and be able to make content like this. We have some ways to connect before the trips actually start, as well as some meetups whenever we're there in person. We give away some free little swag, and it's also just a fun way to help meet some people and get involved in a group. So like we said, if you are going on any of these trips in 2026 and you'd love to come with a group, we'd absolutely love to have you as part of ours. So you can go to foreplay.com/travel to get more information, but we'll go ahead and jump into the tier list.
Alrighty, we have our tier list here. I have everything open in OBS, and I feel like a streamer right now. Because we're at my desk and I have all this stuff open. Last time we did this, it was not quite like this. So we have stepped it up. We got microphones. It's 2026 now. So,
but this is our 2025
yes,
Wrapped.
2025 Swinger Lifestyle Experiences Wrapped.
And this year's a little bit different. Last year, if you watched this, which was a really fun video, we only did our lifestyle trips and vacations. This year we did that, but we also added experiences that were maybe a new experience we never experienced before, or something we hadn't done in a long time, or things like that. So it's not just places we went, but it's also lifestyle things, which I feel like is more all-encompassing Wrapped.
And this is podcast version and YouTube version. If you are listening, you aren't seeing the actual tier list itself, but we will read them out loud so you know where we're putting it. But if you're wanting a visual and you're wanting to see us actually move each little thumbnail to the tier list, pretty fun to watch on YouTube. So,
and we will read the tier list right now so you know the order. So what a tier list is, for anyone who is not aware, is it is a list where you are going to rank things. And so for anyone listening, we're going to read right now the categories, and then that way you're going to be able to kind of realize where we're putting them. So if you're listening to this, but it is, I want to relive this right now, Swinger Olympic silver medalist, really fun but not a standout, worth experiencing, but not our favorite, and we understand the appeal, but it's not for us. So that's the categories that we will be putting these into, and I'm really excited.
Jase has been so excited to record this. He says like one of his favorite videos to make throughout the year.
Yeah, of the year. I want to make these every year.
Yeah.
Because it's like going back and thinking about all the fun stuff we did, and not just the trips, but also just the new experiences or things we haven't done in a while, and so I'm excited to get started.
It's tradition now.
If you are watching, you'll see that you cannot see all of the different categories. We have more than just 4 of them. But as we move them up, you will see different categories.
No, not categories.
Oh, yeah, things we did.
Yeah. There's 5 categories, but there are like
17.
Oh, 17 different things.
Things
also,
that we're going to rate.
I think we need to do a better job next year of just like writing down more, I guess, like first time experiences or things like that. Because we talked about these yesterday, but I'm sure we're forgetting stuff. So now that it's the beginning of 2026, it's our resolution.
Yeah, and this year should be a great year. We've talked about a lot of fun things we're going to go do. We've talked about possible new experiences that we might have this year. We talked about a lot of different stuff. So next year's will also be fun. But let's go ahead and start with the first one. We're also going to kind of randomize these ourselves because they are in alphabetical order. So we don't want to see the same ones over and over next to each other. So let's start with the first one, though, which is airtight.
Okay, so airtight is a sex position, right? Sex position, I'd say, where there is a woman and 3 of her holes are filled by 3. For me, I wanted it to be 3 different men. You can use it however you want to be airtight. It could be toys if you want. My fantasy was with 3 different men, okay? We did do that this year, and it was an awesome experience, especially because going into it, you're thinking this fantasy, and we'll have a whole specific story time to this fantasy, or a specific story time podcast for when this actually happens. So you can like hear the lore and everything. I'm just gonna like slightly talk about it since it's part of the video, but there's a lot of logistics that go on with getting into this position, and the experience was awesome, and it was with everybody that I really loved or currently love, everybody that I love, and it was a really like comfortable experience with everyone. There's just like so much laughter, and it's just like it's pretty funny. And just because of the logistics of having to get into the position, and it's just so many things going on, it's not like as sexy as at least as what I thought it was going to be. I'm putting it as, I understand the appeal, but it's not for me. I guess it's not for us. We understand the appeal, but it's not for us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It was fun. And like you said, it was like, we had talked about the people who we'd want to be involved, or you had for a long time. These were 3 of the people that we truly do love the most. Well, me and then 2 other people that like, I felt like it was the ideal experience. But we have to step over someone's leg to fit in here, and then it slips out of this one and go. Like, it was just a little difficult. And I feel like part of the fun of the lifestyle stuff sometimes is like the flow of it and all of that. And I feel like because it breaks the flow so much, once again, I feel like I see why people would love it, but it wasn't also my favorite thing.
And it wasn't just like me too. So it was 3 couples there, and 2 of the girls wanted to try it. It worked out a lot better for her than it did for me. But I also don't usually do stuff in the back that much. Yeah. So I think that was why. But anyways, okay, moving on to the next one.
And I will say, this one also could be worth experiencing, right? Like, I think that if you are a person who likes stuff back there, you could...
maybe I should move it up. Well, yeah, because it was worth... I'm glad I did it. So maybe it actually goes up there. It's like in between. Like, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it once. I'm not going to do it again. But I also understand the appeal, and it's not for me. So it's kind of like right in between.
I think that you should make the final call on how you... Because I feel like it was your fantasy more. So would you put it in the worth experiencing, or understand, but it's not for us?
I feel like worth experiencing, but not our favorite, means that I would do it again.
Okay.
Right? Like, I think that's what we should do the ranking as.
Okay.
Because... Yeah. Like I wouldn't do airtight again.
Okay. I think it's a good justification for that.
Would you do airtight again? Would you be a hole, not a hole, the opposite, the peg?
I mean, it's not like for me, but I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Like if it was people who like really always want to experience it with someone I was really close to like help fulfill that, like I would be part of it, but it's not like something I'd be like, hey, we should do this again. Yeah. Type thing.
Okay. So we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
All right, so next let's do Bliss Cruise April next.
I know where I'm gonna put this one.
Are we gonna count 1, 2, 3 and then read it?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I want to live. I can't. It talks so fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I want to
relive this right now.
It's so fast. I want to relive this right now.
Okay, so we'll move it up there. We can.
Oops, sorry.
So we can move it up there.
Here we go.
So this is top tier for me. I loved Bliss April. We had so many amazing experiences with so many amazing people. We saw some of our closest friends. We met new friends that were incredible. Our foreplay group was amazing on that cruise. Like, it was 6 nights, which Bliss sometimes is 5 nights in April. I love a 6-night Bliss cruise.
It was really fun. And we
fun.
got to see our other friends who we met on a different Bliss cruise, and they happened to be in Puerto Rico the same time, so we all got to hang out in Puerto Rico. That was the one where we had really great experiences there. We had, I think, one of my favorite group play experiences on there, and one of our favorite outfits I think we've ever worn was the Saints and Sinners night. Like, we got really good pictures that night too. And I think it's on one of the other, what do we call these thumbnail things that we're actually putting to rank?
Experiences? Yeah, because I feel like it was experience. Because it's either a new thing or a trip, which is experience overall. I think that's the best overall arching category for them.
There was the island takeover on this specific cruise that we have as a separate experience that we can put on the tier list, but that was in there. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that one later. Yeah. I have another thing that it was 2 days after my birthday, so it was kind of like almost like a fun like birthday trip at the same time. And then also, we didn't put this one in there because I feel like it's too much to talk about here, but I also had a new experience there, which was a 4-women
Yes.
beach. I won't say
A
any
beach?
more. Yeah. But that one, I guess, so like we had some new experience on there that were also like really fun and interesting too. So definitely a top tier, I want to relive this right now type of thing for me.
That was a hot one. That was fun. That was a really good one. Okay, next let's do human charcuterie board.
Okay. Yeah.
So we went to a New Year's Eve. It was like a New Year's Eve Airbnb, and we spent 4 nights with a bunch of new and old lifestyle friends and rang in the New Year's together. It was the 31st to the 4th.
So technically this is like a gray area where it was 2025 but slipped into 2026, but we're putting it here because the trip started in 2025.
Yeah, I would consider it a 2025 trip for
Yeah.
sure. Because we're going to do it again this year. Not the human charcuterie board, but
who
I
knows? I
think
guess
we're
they
doing.
could, but-
Yeah, maybe. I think it's a yearly tradition now moving forward because this was the first annual. Big, what did we call it? Big booty.
New Year's Eve hoedown?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
So hopefully we'll get to do it again this year for 2027, but I would
Yeah.
consider that a 2026 experience because it's a
Yeah.
trip that happened in 2026.
And we'll also talk more about that too, because that's one of the things that one of the experiences. But this is specifically the human charcuterie board.
That
Part.
happened there.
So
Yes.
so different couples like would make different food, or some days it was catered, but one couple did a charcuterie grazing table, I guess you would
Yes.
call it. And there was one woman with no clothes on who had dessert type foods on her, and then a guy who had cheeses and I think some meats and an olive.
There was a lot of stuff.
There
It
was
was
a-
just
yeah.
like all of the charcuterie board. Charcuterie
Yeah.
board. All of the ingredients all around them, like in little bowls. So not everything was on top of them. One, did you say one was savory, one was dessert?
Yeah.
Okay. And where was I going with that? ADHD. What happened?
I just think you should rate it.
Oh, yes.
I think you
yes.
should rate it,
Okay.
which I have my rating. You want to say on 3 what we think it would be?
Okay, I think we need to read it slower.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Worth
Really fun,
experiencing,
but not as
my favorite.
Oh, maybe we should do
Oh.
one at a time now. So
Okay.
I think really fun, but not a standout. Sorry, yeah, really fun, but not a standout.
See, I think it's more worth experiencing, but not my favorite, because
I thought it was really fun.
Maybe so, because I guess also I've always wanted to do a sushi one off of somebody.
Yeah.
I'm chill doing really fun, but not a standout.
Really fun, but not a standout. And the reason why I wouldn't put it higher than that is because I feel like it wasn't very comfortable. I mean, they didn't say it wasn't comfortable because we gave them pillows, we were feeding them. It was really fun, but I don't know if they like loved just like laying there. Like I know
a good
I
half
wouldn't.
an hour, 45 minutes of just laying there on
Yeah.
the table. Yeah.
I know I wouldn't want to personally be the charcuterie board, but I loved eating the charcuterie
Yeah.
board. Oh, also there were cheeses that were cut in the shape of penises.
Yeah.
It was so fun. There was a chocolate fountain. That was really awesome. There were so many good things.
The couple that did the charcuterie board did a really great, or
Incredible
table did a
job.
really great job.
Ooh, she made this like cranberry. Not materials, the like kitchen appliances that we had weren't that great.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she did such a good job with this blender that was not even a good blender. It felt like on Next Level Chef. Like
the
we were like on
bottom-
the
the bottom
bottom
kitchen.
Not quite that bad because like the house was.
It was more just the
beautiful.
blender was not
yeah,
very good.
yeah. There just wasn't like as many kitchen appliances and utensils as you
For a
would think
house
there
that
would be.
nice?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It could hold 40 people. There was like 15 rooms. I don't know
Yeah.
how they. But anyway, she made this incredible cranberry. I don't know if it was a dip, but it was like on top of this cheesy, like cream cheese almost. It was so good. I'm like dreaming about it right now. Next is March Temptation Cruise, and okay, I know where I'm gonna put this.
Okay, you go. You tell me, and I'll see if I agree.
Okay, I think I'm putting it on a swinger Olympic silver medalist is where I'm gonna put it.
I agree. I think I'm comparing it to November.
Yes.
Which there was a lot of changes that I really loved.
Yes.
And so we'll get into that more whenever we did this. I still think this is an amazing trip. We had so much fun, so many friends, an amazing group that came with us. The 4-play group I said was incredible. Every cruise. I'm gonna say that for every single one.
Yes.
But I think when I compare it to November, because of some of the changes. That's why I have to put it just slightly below. It's one of those ones like bordering.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say the reason why I put it in the second one, so we didn't get to go to the island takeover that time because of the weather. Obviously something they couldn't, no control of. And then the food wasn't the best on the March sailing, and it definitely was a lot different and better on the November one. And so just as comparing them, the two, that's why I would have to put it as a silver medalist. However, if we only did one Temptation cruise, I would have put it up.
I agree, but it's because I did both and comparing them. That's why I'd have to put it there.
All right. Next is, why don't we do back-to-back? So we did back-to-back cruises this year. In November, we did Bliss Cruise November. And
one
then
day off in between.
One day off.
And then
Temptation Cruise November right after.
I know where I would put this one.
Yeah. I think that we have the same one, so let's try to do it at the same time. Okay. One, two, three. Worth experiencing, but not our favorite. Exactly.
So it was still incredible. If there was them back to back, I would do it, but I would prefer if they were not back to back.
Yes.
So that's how I feel. That's why I didn't put it as we understand the appeal, but it's not for us. Because if they were back to back, I'm not saying I would skip one, but it just would be so much more preferable. Having even a week off in between, just to rest, let your body like recuperate from going so hard for so many days. It was an amazing experience. I love that I can, on my deathbed, I can be like, I went back-to-back lifestyle cruises. I can go back-to-back spicy cruises. Like, that's incredible. But it was exhausting, and I felt like we couldn't fully experience Temptation how I would have wanted to because I was so tired.
And this is when I realized 7 nights on a lifestyle cruise is enough. Maybe 8, because then at least you get like the full 7 nights, and then the 8th day is kind of like a recuperating day. Yeah. But this felt like a 12-night lifestyle cruise, and that was way too much.
The 1 night off in between was not enough time.
No.
I think even a week. I think a week would be enough time.
Yeah.
Preferably like a month.
Yes,
but at least a week. And so I think it has to be worth experiencing, but not our favorite. Just too exhausting.
We have friends who are going to do like festivals and then go straight from the festival, like a music festival, to a lifestyle cruise. I don't know how they're going to do that. That is crazy to me. All right, let's do this one.
Yeah, night 1 play. All right, so next, let's go with night 1 play. What we mean by this is we played on night 1 of the cruise. It is I think this is only the second time out of all of the lifestyle cruises we've ever gone on that we have played on night 1. Generally, we're like night 2 through night 6 people.
Yes.
This time we got invited to a group party with a ton of really, really great friends on night 1 at 8 o'clock after dinner. Yeah. And we went. I would put it as, I'm going to say it and you tell me if you agree.
Okay.
Really fun, but not a standout.
That's where I was going to put it too.
So I'll speak for my behalf here. I feel like I enjoyed it. I had fun, but I think that I just wasn't like quite in the headspace to like fully enjoy it. I feel like not even going out and partying for the first time, like just go. I feel like I would have maybe ranked this higher if it would have been like at night, maybe like 1 o'clock a.m. or something. I got to go out and party, but it was we got on the boat, we decorated our door, we unpacked, went to dinner, showered, and went to this play experience. Yeah. And I just feel like I didn't have enough time to kind of get into the headspace that would have let me enjoy this as much. So that's why I feel like it goes there for me.
That's what I think too. Because we didn't even, I will say, I don't think I would have played. Well, I definitely would. I don't think that I would have gone to a night 1 play party before the night party had it not been with a group of our like great friends. Yeah. Because we knew almost everybody there. Not everybody, but almost everybody there. But now we know everybody there. After this last New Year's Eve party. But so yeah, because if we would have been invited to a group play party where it was, I would say like 70% of people we didn't know, I probably wouldn't have gone.
Unless it was later at night.
Yes, unless it was later at night. Because it was before any of the night parties, we didn't have any time to flirt with people and like get into that headspace. That's why I put it on that one.
Yeah.
But
it's still really fun.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Let's do the next one. Let's do Naughty.
All right.
Naughty Nolans.
Next one's Naughty Nolans, and
I feel like I have a place. I went first last time, so why don't you say where you think it would go?
I'm gonna put it on I want to relive this right now. I really like Nutty Nollins.
I'm good putting it there.
Which one? What were you gonna say? Were you gonna say that
I
one
was
too?
going to say silver medalist, and I can give you the reason. My reason for silver medalist is because at the end of the day, I think it's just as amazing as all of the cruises, but I just like cruises more.
That's true.
I'm
I can
a
see
cruise
that.
person, and I think the events are just as great, but I like being at sea. I like going on the boat, and that is the only reason I would put, like, the playrooms are incredible. Everything is top tier. I just like being on a boat. And that's why, to me, it's just slightly under because my personal preference of being on a boat. Not that the event is any different. Like, the event's just as amazing. I just like being on a boat.
I can
I
agree
like the
with you
food
there.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I like being able to have like a buffet anytime I want. I like being able to like wake up and go get breakfast for right there. Like, I think going out in New Orleans is awesome because you have the options, but I like the all-inclusive aspect, and I like those things just slightly
That's
more
true.
about a cruise, and that's why.
I agree with you. I was going to say because it was like a little bit different as if we're just comparing the events itself, I would put it as a top tier, as Jay said. But yeah, I do prefer something that is more all inclusive just because of convenience, just because it's easier and you don't have to think as much. You don't have to think about like logistics of where you're staying, what you're going to eat. Which could be, you know, a pro and a con for other people because some people really want to experience New Orleans and experience different types of food because we did have incredible food like Mother's and the Keys Fuel Mart with
Keys,
right?
Keys Fuel Mart.
Yeah,
That's
with
right,
the fried chicken. Holy, that's like some of the best food I've ever had.
Yeah. See, that's why I was fine when you said I want to relive this right now because I feel like it is a top tier event. We have friends who are like have gone on cruises and gone on these, and they say they prefer being on land. So I think this one is just such a personal preference, and how we were vanilla cruise people before.
Yeah,
makes me always a cruise person.
I agree.
Which the other thing that I feel like slightly makes it harder is no fault to Naughty, but the cruises can hold 3,500 people all in one place, whereas the hotel takeover aspect, you have to have it through multiple hotels. I kind of like that everyone's just like in one area. And like, yes, they have transportation back and forth, but I just like everyone being in like one exact spot.
That is one difficult thing about Naughty is that if you're not staying at the host hotel, because they do have the different ones, you have to walk out like in vanilla world, like quotations vanilla world when you're like in your outfit sometimes, and it doesn't feel like great. Like I don't like luckily this time we stayed at the Astor and we like hardly left the Astor, and if we did it was in the daytime where we weren't really wearing scandalous clothing, but that one's kind of hard because on the cruise you can walk everywhere just like that. Like you're not surrounded by any vanillas, well, except for the staff.
But I do want to clarify, Naughty is a top tier want to relive this event to me. It's just in comparing these, that's where that change happens.
Let's do at home play. So
Okay.
we have this year we moved to a new apartment complex and it's like a very resort style feeling. So we've been wanting to like, make more friends, invite people over, and now we're actually moving out. So
but we did have an experience.
We did invite a couple over, a couple who we've been like we knew each other in passing. We've been
met them
friends for a
multiple
while.
times,
But we hadn't ever played yet at this point. We had just like got to know them a little bit more at the end of March Temptation Cruise. And they happened to be coming to Austin to hang out with some friends. And we were like, oh, you guys should come over and we can hang out. And I didn't know how it was going to go. Like I didn't know if we were going to play or not, but we did end up playing, and that was, let's see. Who went first last time?
I think you did.
Okay, you can go.
I would put this really fun but not stand out.
I was gonna say silver medalist.
I think the experience, the actual play was really fun, but I feel like I don't know, there's something I like about being on like a trip more maybe.
Yeah, but I think it was nice because it was different and it was in our own space. Like
That's
I thought
true.
it was pretty.
You
nice
know what
to
other thing
have
I think
that.
also messed it up for me? I agree with you. I think Olympic silver medalist is a great rating.
Okay.
That night, what happened was, for the first time and the only time, we have a hot tub at our apartment.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
hot tub was broken. So we wanted to go in and like be in the hot tub and like, so the hot tub was like fun and sexy, right?
Yeah.
But like, so we spent more time in the pool and then we got in the hot tub. It was like lukewarm. And I feel like that like
We spent a lot of time in there. It didn't seem to change it that much. But although
That just think would have made it better.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it's an apartment complex hot tub, so there were other people. It's not like it was a private hot tub where we could just do our own thing. So we were like kind of flirty, but not like that flirty because, well, we were in public. So, I can see what you mean there, but I think like the experience as a whole, like I
agree.
I miss like having like inviting people over.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really nice to do that.
Yeah, and like that story time has not come out yet, but it was a really
that was
fun
a hot
one.
story
It was a
time.
really fun one, and they're just such a fun couple. And they moved really far away, and I don't know the next time we're gonna see them, which makes you kind of sad. But yeah,
I'm
I
really
think
glad they came.
Me too. I think I think the hot tub was what skewed me. I think if I let go of the hot tub aspect, I would put a silver medalist.
Yeah. Like
Which-
imagine if
that hot tub
had
would
more
have been
friends
full
here,
going,
yeah.
then I would have put silver medalist. The hot tub screwed me up.
All right, next let's do
seminar.
Okay.
We taught a seminar this year. We've done this before. I think this will be our third one we've taught.
I think
I know where to put it for me.
okay. You want to try to say it at the same time?
Okay.
We got to read it slow. Okay.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
We
Worth
understand.
experience. Oh. I think worth experiencing.
I feel like we're like so like one.
I know. We're
Well,
like
this
right
is
in
why.
between.
Because
Wait, we need to finish reading it. So I think worth experiencing, but not our favorite. And Jase thinks.
we understand the appeal, but it's not for us. The reason I said this is because this is our third seminar. And after we did the seminar, I was like, you know what? I just don't know if teaching seminars is really for me. I don't know if I really want to teach another seminar.
But we're going to. Like, so we're
When?
at Creators After Dark. So we're doing. But
The
I
only
will
reason
say
for
that
that
one's
is
a little
because
bit
it's not
different.
a lifestyle environment. It's like
It's
we're
more
going
like
to an event that one of our cosplay friends started, and it's like a after dark spicy
content creators who.
cosplay type event. So they asked if we wanted to do a seminar talking about the lifestyle to a group of people who has no clue what the lifestyle is.
Right.
That's why that one feels a little bit different to me.
Okay, I guess.
But I
it's
think
like,
that's also fair because I guess
Yeah.
I would do it in the right environment.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy our class. I enjoyed doing it. Okay, worth experiencing, but not my favorite.
I think it's like I like educating. I like being able to help people and give advice. I think it just depends on. I mean, because when there was like barely anybody in there whenever
Yeah.
we did it at Naughty. But then we've taught one before. The one that we did was about how to make a spicy environment, like how to make when you're traveling, how to make your space feel sensual
Yeah.
and sexy while you're traveling. And like we talk about our lights, we talk about music, we talk about like all the different senses. And when we taught that one at Podcastapalooza, I think it just depends on how many people are going to be there and
How interactive
how
it is.
yeah.
I think that's very fair.
But I will say
all of
I
these-
don't love. Oh, go ahead.
I would say all of these things, like some of the ones that we're going back and forth, I feel like are such borderlines to me, where I feel like I could put in either category and be happy with it. And so I feel like worth experience because it was a nice time. And the class was small, but everyone had a nice time that was there.
Yeah. There's just a lot of like preparation for it. I think that I would prefer, I guess it wouldn't be teaching a seminar though. I think I like panels more.
I also like hosting events. Like with our foreplay group, we do like icebreaker games and we do some stuff like that. I like
Yeah.
those types of things. But I think when I teach, it's kind of a little bit stressful and it breaks my flow of how much fun I'm having in a vacation. And I think educators are so gifted at just like they love that. And I feel like I get nervous when I teach in front of people and stuff. Not like really nervous, but just enough to where I'm like, okay, I have to do this. I feel like all I'm thinking about is that.
Yeah, like we want to do such a good job. We want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that it's organized and that people are gaining value from it. Whereas if it was like an open conversation, I feel like I'd be a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Just talking at a panel or answering questions, like that's great. I love doing that. But like having to come up with a full setup of different outlines and exactly
Yeah.
kind of things that we want to say is not the easiest
Yeah.
for me.
So I'm happy. I'm happy
Okay.
with that.
Next, let's do another cruise one. Let's do Bliss Cruise November here.
Yep.
All
I
right,
know
Bliss
to put
Cruise
this.
November. Okay. I think we're on the same page. One, two, three. I want to relive this right now.
Bliss Cruise November, I think, is a special place in our heart. It was our first lifestyle cruise ever, first lifestyle vacation
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
We know the most people on this one every single time because we've gone on basically every November since the first year. The group was incredible. We had one of the best groups of just friends that we know, like that we hung out with constantly. That group was so much fun. Then also our foreplay group that year, this November when we did this, was a little bit more intimate. But like almost everyone showed up to every event.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
that
was
was really awesome.
like I feel like people really connected, and we really got to know a lot of really, really incredible people. Even more so because the group was a little bit more intimate, so we got to spend even more time with all the people that were in that group.
Yeah.
So
And Bliss has new like ownership management, and it had just made that switch in April, but in November the app was launched. There was so many new things that they incorporated that I think made it to be like so much even better than it was before.
Yeah.
So that's why I think November was probably my favorite month the whole year. Bliss November.
I think that or Bliss April.
Yeah.
They were close.
They were close. I would say like the experiences on Bliss April
Yeah,
were
but the
like
overall vibe of November was.
Yeah.
But both, I would
Yeah.
rule this right now. If I could go on one right this second, I would do it. We go on one in like a month and a half from now. Okay,
right.
let's do the New Year's Eve house.
This podcast is brought to you by us, Bella and Jase. If you're going on a vacation, or maybe you have a gift that you want to give your other lifestyle friends and you're looking for lifestyle clothing, we have the best apparel on the market for you. We have not only clothing, bikinis, swimsuits, we have backpacks, tumblers, cups, anything that you can name, we probably have it. You can find that at foreplay.com/shop.
Let's say you're at a party, you're going on vacation, things are moving a little bit slow. Maybe you want some conversation to flow. Maybe you want to move stuff towards play. Well, we have the perfect game for you. It's called Foreplay the Game. It is a digital and physical lifestyle icebreaker game, and you can find out all about it at foreplay.com/games. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com/games.
If you don't have a lifestyle vacation planned, a resort or a cruise planned, why not? You can join us. You can find that at foreplay.com/playcation. We have not only information about the events and trips that we'll be on this year, but also other options for you as well. And it doesn't cost any extra for you to book through our links, but helps us a lot, helps us continue to be able to make this type of content for you. Now back to the show.
okay. Ooh. Okay.
You tell me what you
Wait.
want.
I don't know. I guess when we're comparing it to everything, right? That's how you're doing it. You're comparing
I'm
it to
comparing
everything.
it to everything.
Because I'm not just
this
like
is a
choosing
borderline
as
one for me as well. I
Yes.
think I know exactly where you're gonna go. Let me guess where you were gonna go.
I think I know. I think you're gonna put it silver medalist.
I think that I would be happy with the relive this right now because I am looking forward to it next year.
Me too.
But comparatively to Bliss, I don't think I can put it
Right.
at I want to relive this right now if I compare it to that. If it was just its own individual event, I could put it I want to relive this, but in the comparison of the whole year, I think I have to put it as silver medalist.
That's what I think as well.
So I think it was an incredible time. We did so many fun games. We did like a Love Island day that you organized a lot of. We did
Well,
a bunch.
I helped organize. I didn't organize the whole thing. But.
Like we did a lot of fun games. We played all these like video games one day that was super fun. People made food. The parties at night were really fun. We had some really fun like experiences, like spicy experiences. It was just amazing. It was an amazing trip, and we drove home from Florida.
Yeah.
And talked about tons of stuff, but just kind of reminisced how much fun of a trip it was and how much we enjoyed it. And
So we will have a separate podcast episode about our experience at I got long house party. I guess that's how we would call it. But I do want to like touch on it a little bit so you guys kind of have a little bit of an idea of where our head was at and going to this house and everything. We have really, really great friends. We have a story time with them. Their alias names are Aaron and Jenny. And they host these Airbnb house parties, basically. Like and it's not always at an Airbnb, but it's usually like they'll rent a really big house. Sometimes they'll rent like multiple houses and will invite a ton of different lifestyle couples to stay at these houses. And it's pretty much like a lifestyle vacation. It's just like on a smaller scale because there's usually about upwards to, I don't know, maybe like 30 couples max or something whenever they have like a ton of like 3 houses. This one they said it was a little bit smaller, more intimate than their other ones, which is crazy because there was almost 40 people there. So it was like almost 20 couples. And
there was a playroom.
Yeah,
that
they
was,
made
like,
a playroom.
in a movie theater room that
Yeah.
like put beds in there. So it was a playroom. There was a pool that was heated. There was games.
There was hot tub.
Food. People like either food was catered or people made food.
yes.
It was there's so much going on, so much to do, and people brought video games, and you got to sit and talk throughout the day, or you could go to the pool, or we went on some walks because it was a nice neighborhood. It was all the rooms were different themes. Well, not all of them.
Yeah, not
There's
all
a
of them.
lot
There was some. There was like a Harry Potter room,
like a Barbie room,
There's
a
a Minions room, and then, like, nice
Avatar,
rooms.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, like a ton. It was so much fun.
It was. What we were nervous about going to is because we didn't know everybody. I think we knew maybe 40% of the people
I was gonna
that
say
were
maybe
going.
half.
Yeah.
At
At least we
least, like, we
knew in
knew-
passing,
yeah.
at probably half, but we were really close to maybe like four couples or
Yeah,
so.
probably.
And so what made us nervous about going is because we wanted to experience it, right? But what was holding us back, because they do this throughout the entire year. Like, they do a lot of these, I think, or maybe like once every quarter or something, but we hadn't gone yet because we were nervous that we would feel uncomfortable living in such close quarters with people we didn't know.
Yeah.
And then after leaving, even though you're not like maybe sexually connecting with everybody, which I thought is what like I would have needed to feel comfortable for 4 nights in a row, because it's not like a cruise or even like Naughty Knowledge. It's like you don't have your own cabin, you don't have like really your own space.
You have your
And
own
for-
room with your own bathroom, but it just feels a little bit different than being like in a
yeah.
cabin. Yeah.
Like you can't, it's not, and there's not like a ton of people, you know? So you're like kind of like interacting with the same people. But even then, we still didn't even get to interact with like everybody. So.
Just not to the same extent, right? Like we talked to
Yeah.
everyone, but some people we spent more time with or less time with, but
Yeah, but I would have thought that like with 40 people that I would have got to know pretty much like everybody. And
Yeah.
somehow we still didn't even get to do that because like there's even more people than you thought. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's what was our like kind of reservations about it. And then after we experienced it and we left, we were like, oh my gosh, that actually was like so amazing. And they've really created and curated this like incredible group of loving, caring, sexy people. And yeah, we had an amazing experience, and I definitely want to do it again. So
yeah.
so,
I agree.
okay, silver medalist. Next is,
Let's do one of the Temptation ones since I see 2 that we're going to rate. Let's
All
do.
right.
You want to do the Island Takeover or the cruise?
let's do the island takeover.
Okay, let's do Temptation Island Takeover and then Bliss Island Takeover back to back. So we
Okay,
can compare them. I think
okay,
that's the
okay.
best way to compare it.
All right.
So because of that, I know where I'm gonna go.
Because you said the comparison. I'm going to do silver medalist.
I agree.
Okay, for the Temptation Island takeover.
So this, Temptation Island Takeover, silver medalist. I'm gonna compare it to the one that we did in Bliss, April. I had so much fun on this Temptation Island Takeover. We got to go to the private island, so you could be, completely nude in the beach. They had drinks that were included. They did a ton of awesome games. They got playmakers involved. We had a big group from our foreplay group that we saw out on the beach and just hung out with so many amazing people. The weather was perfect. The Tinder ride over was fun.
Well, now you're saying it. I kind of want to put it at the top because you could be you were in the ocean. That's pretty cool. I think it was just because of our experience that we.
They were both so-
I know. I kind of
I
want
wanna put both at the top.
Yeah, I think that we should move it.
Okay. All right. After we said out loud, I want to relive this right now because I do. Comparatively, okay. Then let's go ahead and let's move Bliss up there right now and talk about both of them kind of. together.
Okay.
So we're gonna move Bliss Island Takeover. Also, do I want to relive this right now? I will say, I did have more fun at the Bliss Island Takeover.
And that's only because it was smaller. Like, well, not the space was smaller. What was the port, Hon?
It was it was Puerto Plata.
Oh, yeah,
Dominican
that's
Republic.
right,
They had
that's
this
right.
awesome huge pool. They did the Hunks came out, which was like this performative show. It was like male dancers, and then they had the Miss Bliss contest or the bikini contest. That was so much fun. We had a group of maybe 15 or so of us, and everyone was just swapping parts with everyone and making out with everyone.
Yeah.
And it was so much. There was conga lines, and so I just had slightly more fun on the Bliss one, but the Temptation one was also incredible.
I think it was really just because of the people we were with, I think, at that time. Because the island takeover was also amazing. Like we had like a really awesome sexual connection with one of the couples that we were hanging out with at the island takeover, but then the other ones we were kind of more just like friendly with. Mm-hmm. So it's just like that is what I think makes us, like, at the beginning we thought that like we had more fun on the Bliss one, but as like an experience as a whole, the Temptation one was at like the entire island, at a beach. Like I was swimming naked in the ocean, which is like one of my favorite things to do ever. The drinks were included. I don't think the drinks were included. Yeah, the drinks were not included on the Bliss one. Unless you had a drink package, but
I'm not sure about that.
on Temptation, it comes with a drink package, so everybody had a
Yeah.
drink package. We didn't even go to the competition over at I think it was like at a beach hut that they
Which
did
is
that
what I
at.
liked about also the Bliss one though, is because the competition was at the pool that everyone was at.
Right.
Whereas the other one, there was an area, but I guess probably more people were at that area. We chose to go to the beach.
Yeah.
So
like we chose to go
Bliss
in the
had more a
ocean.
centralized area where most stuff was going on, and so did Temptation. But on the Temptation one, we chose to go to the beach instead because that sounded more appealing to us at the time. So it might have even been more fun if we would have went up there too.
I know.
But we didn't.
And I personally really like going on the tender to go from the ship to the island. I know not everybody likes that, but I enjoy that part of it. So yeah, I think top.
But I will say that because of that, that is why Temptation March didn't get to go
That's
because of the
true.
tender, and they're
That's
building
true.
a port there so you can dock.
Yeah.
So that way you never miss the island takeover because we would have had that on March too.
I know. That would have been so fun because we had so many
Yeah, it would've
friends
been
on
so
that one.
fun.
That would have been so fun.
But they were both top tier. I want to relive this moment.
Yes.
So I'm happy with both of them being up there.
We had to take a slight intermission because the website we were using, an ad popped up and then it erased our entire board. So we had to go back and redo it all. But okay, so now we are on. I'm not going to hold it anymore. So we were at Morea. Morea is a day club in Vegas, and it's one of the only places that you can be topless optional now. I think there used to be a few different ones. Like I know Venus Pool at Caesars was one that was one of our very first experiences. We met a couple there, but they don't have that anymore. So Morea, we went there in September for actually a lifestyle couple's wedding. Not at Morea. They didn't get married at Morea.
Yeah.
They got married in Vegas, and that was one of like the after parties the next day. So
It was a super fun time.
It was really, really
I
fun.
had so much fun. It was such a cool group of people. We met so many awesome people. It was some people we
Yes.
already knew. The couple is incredible.
Love them. Yeah.
And so it was a really fun time. But right now, I'm rating this, to me, I'm rating it based off of Morea.
yes.
itself,
Just
like,
Morea.
So I'm not going to include because if it was just me and you at Morea compared to the group, I feel like it would change my rating overall because Morea really would be dependent on who you're with.
That's
to
true.
me. So I feel like I'm rating it more on Morea overall.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking.
Are you gonna include it as like because we had the private space too, or are you just
That
saying
also
it as
makes
like
a difference.
I know.
It's hard to say. So we had a private area at Morea because there was a big group of us. The private area, for me, we went to Morea 2 days in a row. The first day we sat in the normal area, and the second day we had a private area. For me, who is someone who burns like crazy,
yeah.
having an area that's covered and shaded makes a massive difference. I had so much fun both days, but I'm between two on this one.
Yeah, so am I, but I think I'm actually gonna put it at. I think I'm gonna put it as worth experiencing, but not our favorite. What would you put it as?
I think that I'm good putting it worth experiencing on our favorite. The only problem I have with Morea is it's not really lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I understand the appeal, but it's not for us, was because it's not really lifestyle. It's just a bunch of...
Oh, you were gonna put on the bottom one? Understand? Oh wow, I was in between really fun, not a standout, and worth experiencing, not our favorite.
I would do between really fun and not a standout. And I mean, I guess this
Yeah,
whole
same.
thing is based off our experiences, but I guess I'm just right then I was considering more Morea as a place, which I just like lifestyle places more.
Me too. It felt kind of interesting in the way that it's like, are these people lifestyle? Like who's lifestyle and who's not lifestyle? I feel like it would have been more fun had people had like wristbands or something. Obviously,
Yeah.
like they wouldn't do that. But if I knew that you were in the lifestyle, it's a lot easier to go up and talk. I think a lot easier to go up and talk to somebody who is in the lifestyle and have a conversation with them, where it's kind of like, well, unless we were talking with our friends, I'm just talking, obviously we know all of our friends, but if
Yeah.
it was people who weren't our friends, it's like, I kind of felt like I was either only talking to our friends or only talking to you because I didn't know if anybody else like really wanted to converse
Yeah.
much. But we have friends who live in Vegas and they love Morea and they go in their lifestyle and they go on all the cruises too, but they have an amazing time at Morea.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a ton of friends there at that point either.
I think it just depends person to person. Because
Yeah.
I had so much fun, like with our friends, it could be silver medalist if I include just how much
Yeah,
fun I
yeah,
had with all of
yeah.
our friends. But I just feel like I don't love Morea in comparison to like lifestyle venues.
I agree.
So that's why I think worth experiencing, but not our favorite. I think if you're a lifestyle person, you're in Vegas, it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
So I think it is worth experiencing. And if you could, if you're able to get one of those private areas, and you burn, that makes it even nicer.
But I think if you had a private area and you weren't with a bunch of friends, it'd be boring.
Yeah, but then like if I went to Vegas, just me and you, I don't think I'd go back to Maria.
Probably not.
I would only go with a large group of people.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like kind of a.
I see.
So anyway, that's where I put it. I agree with that.
So let's do Bliss Cruise. Oh wait, I have Bliss Cruise April twice. My bad. We're gonna leave that there. Next is let's do Temptation November Cruise.
Okay. Don't leave it too long.
And oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put it.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
relive this right
Okay.
now.
I agree. Once again, we compared it kind of a little bit earlier with Temptation Cruise March. The things that they changed in November just really took it to the next levels for me. The playrooms, so much better than they've ever been on any Temptation Cruise ever.
Yeah.
The food was really, really good, which was a problem in March. They did tons of cool classes. The ports were awesome.
We had an amazing group this time too.
Yeah.
We met a lot of really awesome people, and a lot of awesome people booked with us, and we saw a lot of them making connections with each other, and
Yeah.
we've met some of our like favorite people on this specific cruise too. Like,
Yeah,
so,
it was. Oh, and now it's fully nude.
Oh yeah, it's couples only now, fully nude, which for us who are a couple who are in the lifestyle, like we really like that aspect of it.
Yeah, it plays to those lifestyle things even that much
Yes.
more. So that's why I think that I have to put it just slightly above the one in March because of those reasons.
I will say though, I think we could have even had more of a fun time had we not done Bliss right before.
Yes, I was
because
gonna
we
say that too.
we were going downhill, man. We were getting tired. Like thankfully there was like a sauna there and we were able to relax some, but usually Temptation we really go like all out, and we were struggling, and
If we would have had a week in between,
yeah.
then
I can't
it would
imagine.
have
Yeah.
been even that much more fun.
I know.
So the fact that I want to do this right now with us being so tired just goes to show how much fun that
Temptation really is.
cruise is in general. So
Yeah. Okay, if you are watching this on YouTube and you saw that our position moved a little bit and our tier list might look a little bit different, probably barely, if anything, it's because the website opened an ad again and it erased everything again. So we had to redo it. And now I do have an ad blocker on. So I don't think that we should be getting any more crazy ads that's going to erase our entire progress.
and
So
we only have 2 left.
Yeah, we only have
so
2
we
left.
should be able to do it.
Next one is Only Bella Swap. So this we on night 1 of Bliss Cruise in November, kind of how we were talking about earlier, it was a little bit different for us.
It's the same as night 1 play, the same day.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Night 1 play on Bliss Cruise November. So we didn't completely get into that headspace yet. I played with one man who you've played with his wife before, but she's always busy going everywhere. But this is the first time I actually got to experience play time with him. And that was the only person that we played with, that I played with
And
other
I
than
only
each
did
other.
stuff with you, yeah.
So in a group play scenario, that was the first time that we've ever done that. And
We've done where it was uneven, right? Like maybe I was with 2 people, you were with 1 person, I was with 3, you were 2, or whatever. Uneven numbers. That was the first time we've ever went to a play experience and only one of us played with somebody else.
Yes. So I'm gonna put that at really fun, but not a standout. I'm glad we experienced it. It was something that we were able to talk about afterwards, and going into it, we weren't sure. I was like, oh, if you're not gonna play with anybody, like, are you comfortable with that? Like, I don't really. Usually, not even, but usually both of us are at least swapping with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you were like uncomfortable at all, just like, I don't know. So it was nice to be able to talk about it after and come to the conclusion that we actually did enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
That you.
Yeah, I had a great time. I said
Yeah.
me and you, it was like almost like a MFM with me,
Yeah.
you, and him. And so, I mean, it was a super fun time. And the lifestyle's so cool because the longer you're in it, things ebb and flow. You have these conversations. That's something that we would have probably not been open to 4 or 5 years ago. And I feel like when you have experience like that, it kind of opens you up to new things. And you realize that, oh yeah, I mean, for us anyway, right? This is all personal. Everyone does their own thing. But like, it never needs to be even or something like that. And so for us, that was just a really fun experience. And any new experience like that, that's kind of like can open or broaden your horizons, maybe that's like the term for that, is really awesome. But I do think I prefer when we both
Me too.
Or really connected and we make multiple connections or whatever it is. But it was really fun.
Yeah,
So
I enjoyed it.
I think it's a perfect rating.
Next,
more.
last one is another play one. This is 7-person play.
This was 4 women and 3 men.
Yeah,
including
so
us.
3 couples total and a unicorn.
Yeah.
And
I know where I would put it.
I'm putting it at 1, 2, 3. I want to relive this right now.
Uh-huh.
As far as play goes and play groupings, I think that was one of the most fun amount of people. I will say we did host it and we did not have a big room. Everybody,
tight.
yeah, and it got
But it was
pretty
all
hot,
tight.
like temperature hot.
Yeah.
So had it been in like a bigger room, I think it would have been even a better experience. But it was close where like most people were kind of like touching, like we're able to. I could like look out of the corner of my eye and see everything happening.
We did have a couch too, so that
We did
helps.
have a
It wasn't
couch,
just on
yeah.
a bed. I said for a long time that my favorite grouping is one more woman than men.
Mm-hmm.
So so if you had two guys and 3 girls, or in this case, 4 girls and 3 guys. I feel like because at least if all the girls are bi,
Yes.
it really creates a fun environment where there's always almost a couple swap or 3 people together, or I don't know, it makes
Yeah,
for a
4 people
really
together.
fun time. And so I would say that since already the 5 people in that grouping is one of my favorite, just having 2 extra people that you also really love just made it that much more fun. And that group, everyone just flowed well together. It was fun. It was easy. We were laughing. We were joking. It was just an amazing experience. And as far as play experiences go, I agree with you. I think it has to be at the very top. It was an awesome experience.
Because everyone was into everyone, and that's when it's really fun. Well, I mean, if you were at least bisexual, like the guys,
Yeah.
unfortunately, none of the guys are bisexual, but so they didn't do anything with each other. But it was there were so many different options that you could do, and that's the first time we've ever had 7.
Yeah.
Because on another Bliss cruise we did 3 couples. We've had 6. We've hosted. Well, at least we tried. Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended up moving that play session to another person's room, but it was with 6 people total, and this one was with 7. And it doesn't happen often because it's not usually that we're with a unicorn that's in like a group of all of our friends. So
So it was an awesome experience. And there it is. We rated all up, like Bella said, we probably did forget a couple things we could have put in here, but this year we'll try to be better about writing down the things as the year happens so we can make another one of these. We already know we have a lot of lifestyle trips planned for this year. Like we said, we've already have a couple things that we hope will happen throughout the year that are new experiences for us as well. And so we'll make another one next year. But I feel like I would love if we did this every single year. Like we actually, because last year, like, should we do another one?
I don't know if like people would like it. I don't know. I don't know if you can like.
Well, there was a lot of people who seemed to comment on it last time.
Yeah.
And I still just think it's fun to have one of these every year to kind of live back and like we could always look back and see what our year looked like.
That's true.
Broken down. And I like to have things that document our life. Just like pictures and stuff, that's just another fun way of having that. And so
I like how you did the thumbnails too, with like the title on top and the little picture
I
in the
think they
back,
turned
so
out
you
pretty
can kind of
good.
see. It's a nice overview.
I feel so thankful that we get to do all these amazing things. I mean, it literally is so incredible. So thank you guys so much for listening to these things and support us in all the different ways. It's just truly so thankful. I feel like I'm living in a dream every single day.
I know.
And it was so fun to go back and do. So hopefully you guys like this because we can keep making these and every single year have a little memory. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. And let's go ahead and jump into Bella and Jase's
Weekly obsessions.
This is the first weekly obsessions of 2026.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Why don't you go first?
Okay. My first obsession are these shoes, guys. Ladies, actually. Okay. Ladies, we are walking around and our feet hurt so bad and we want to look hot in them heels, but they hurt. And I have never found a pair of heels that I've been able to wear for a long period of time that matches everything, right? So I was on not a scavenger hunt. I was on not the lookout.
It was a hunt of sorts.
It was a hunt.
Yeah.
I was on a hunt. The hunt for the perfect shoe for me, the perfect heel for me that was comfortable, that I can bring on every trip, that I can wear and not need Jase to go grab me other shoes during the middle of our dinner so we can walk to the show. That was my goal. And I found them. So
Well, we haven't got to test them, but we think anyway.
well, yeah, okay. I wore them enough to I feel like it's the. I haven't taken them on a trip yet, but I wore them around the store. But I have a wide foot, and it's hard to wear heels when you got a wide foot. And I have a small foot, but it's wide. It's like a 6.5, but it's wide as fuck. So, Kelly and Katie is the brand at DSW Shoes, and they have the padding that's on the heel part or like right underneath the heel and the padding on the ball, and they have wide sizes. Also, this was something I have no idea why, but maybe it's just a trend right now. It's so difficult to find a heel that's more than like 1 to 2 inches. Everything's like kitten heel or a baby heel. And I really wanted like a 4-inch shoe. Like I'm sure I'm 5'2". I want to have a little bit of height, but I did find, I think this is about 3 inches from Kelly and Katie. And I got some nude ones. They also have like black ones and stuff too. Hopefully later a higher pump will come back in stock, because damn, short ass heels, but they're so comfortable. Ladies, you really need to try it out. Jase will link the exact ones that I got. I'll have it linked in there in the show notes. And then I did find another one. It was Dolce Vita, which are also comfortable, but they're not as comfortable as the Kelly and Katie. So that's my first obsession, Kelly and Katie heels. You can find them at DSW. My second obsession is I'm down bad. And I blame it on Jase. Jase is the one who introduced me to Role Model, okay? Back, I don't know, maybe like a year ago. About a year ago, Jase was like, "You're really gonna like this guy." And I listened to Sally when the run runs out, and I liked it okay when I just listened to the song. And then I saw the music video, and I saw what he looked like and how he acted and his personality. And I was like, fuck, I am obsessed with Role Model. Well, Jase's For You page on his, it's not really a For You page. It's like a For Us page.
Yeah.
Jase likes a lot.
I like a lot of stuff that I like, and I like anything to show you that you're going to like. So it is like a For Us page.
Yes. So Jase saw this edit of Role Model, and it was this... I've been listening to like Role Model's newer music. I have not gone to like his backlog, although I will say this music video is on his new album, but I hadn't seen this music video yet. And it was clips of Role Model. His name's Tucker. So it was pics of a video of Tucker with like on a farm with a cow. He was so cute. He looked so hot. He looked so cute. And I was like, what is that from? So Jase like found where it was from. It's from the music video Scumbag. Oh my God. So I'm obsessed with that music video. And then I went to his backlog. And I didn't know he had a rap era. So he was like rapping back in like 2020, 2021. And he was so cute, so hot, and and I love his rap music. Unfortunately, Jase isn't huge into like the indie kind of music. So he doesn't like love his newest album, but you do like some of the rap.
I like some of the old stuff. I mean, I like Sally. I mean, that was my obsession at one point. Like that was my obsession.
That's true.
Like some of his songs I think are okay, but it's just not my type of music as a general rule.
Right.
But some of his music is good. But it's just not my personal exact taste in music.
Well, it's definitely mine with him looking like that. And I'm obsessed. So my obsession is Role Model, but specifically the music videos, Scumbag, Cross Your Mind, and Going Out. I'm gonna watch it after we're done with this. What's your obsession?
I have two. One is from a musical. It's called New York by Two Strangers.
Really?
Yeah, I just really like it. It's I think I heard it on TikTok for the first time, and it's like this British people that go to New York for the first time, and I just like the guy's voice. Like I just think the guy's voice is awesome. Don't got much else to say. I just like that song. So yeah, that's one. My second one is Marty Supreme, and I'm gonna go into some more specifics here, but I'm gonna start with Marty Supreme. So we watched Marty Supreme on Christmas Day.
Marty Supreme Christmas Day.
And it was awesome.
Amazing.
I loved Marty Supreme. I thought the movie was so good. I love Timothée Chalamet. I love Odessa Zion. Just, it was casted awesome. The acting was incredible. The story was so fun. It was chaos and hectic and just awesome. So I loved that. And then Timothée Chalamet put out a song.
I literally was about to just say, like, as a joke, I was like, how old is Timothée Chalamet?
Yeah, the song goes, Timmy Tim about 30.
Tim about 30.
And it's called Four Raws Remix featuring SD Kid. And there was this whole thing about Timothée Chalamet looked like this British rapper, and people thought he was this British rapper, and he was like going to promote himself. And it was actually just him faking being a British rapper. But then they just actually went on a song together. And the song I actually really enjoyed.
I love it.
And so those things like in tandem, I feel like is my other obsession.
Those are also our current vocal stems. Is Timmy Tim about 30, and I need to show you this role model video. Jay said that was my vocal stem.
I thought you were just saying that.
No,
that's
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what we keep.
Yeah, that was like
saying
last
over
year. You
and
kept
over.
saying Rob from Love Island. Rob from Love Island.
Oh my God, yeah, Rob. Oh yeah, I gotta show you what Rob from Love Island did.
Yeah. We
Gotta
also
show you
keep
this video.
saying, Bella said there was this, on Love Island Australia, there's this girl with massive boobs, and she said, BKV teats.
Yeah,
And
BKV
and then we keep saying, no broke boys, no new friends. But then like the Maddie Klein saying it. That's like, Maddie Klein like sang that song somewhere. And that's like the version of it stuck in my head. I just keep saying those like four things over and over. Anyway, that is our obsessions. But like we said, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this podcast. Or if you guys want to watch the video so you can see the little thumbnails, you can see them comparatively, go to YouTube channel, foreplay.com/YouTube. But thank you guys so much for listening to this, and we will go ahead and hit you with the outro.
Bye.
If you'd like to support the show, you can leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening to our podcast. All our information will be listed in the show notes below and on our website, foreplay.com. That's number 4, OURPLAY.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we make videos and vlogs about the swinging lifestyle. Head to foreplay.com/YouTube to watch and subscribe. We have the ultimate adult party game for the sexually inclined called Foreplay the Game that's both digital and physical. It's perfect for breaking the ice and spicing up any party. You can find more information at foreplay.com/games. We also have the best swinger lifestyle, kinky, and adult humor clothing and accessories that you can find at foreplay.com/shop. If you're looking to plan a lifestyle destination, booking through our links at foreplay.com/travel really helps support the show and helps us be able to continue to create this type of content for you. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and more. You can find all our current social media accounts at foreplay.com/socials, and I have an OnlyFans, which you can find at onlyfans.com/BellaLunaVIP. We also have a Facebook group and Discord community and would love for you to join us. You can find the direct links in the show notes below. Lastly, we're on STC and Cassidy at Foreplay, and you can get a free full membership trial by using our link. You can email us at hello@foreplay.com with any questions or comments, or head to foreplay.com/ask. Again, all our information will be listed in the show notes below, and we thank you so much for listening to our podcast. See you in the next one. Bye!